Okay, so this is cool. And cool, you're following, I think that's Wesley right in front, but this is along the straight. I think we just passed one. Um, so you're coming following Wesley's line. Wesley's fair still to the a little bit to the right, so that's one. The 3, 4, and 5, you can make that into a straight line, so you're still a little bit, doing a little S's. And after 5, you're supposed to come out a little bit wider, and that's because of if you don't do that, you go out wide like you just did a little bit out there. Um, but if we look at your body position, etc., look at your head when you're going through these turns here. Your head is in the middle of the bike. The only thing is really moving as your body is, it's just your rear. You're moving it back and forth, and that's good, but you got to really get everything else in line. So the only thing is moving is your rear. And let's stop that and look at it actually. So your rear, your crack of your rear is in the right spot. Your heel is not. Your head is not. You haven't dipped the elbow down. So if you draw a blue line in the middle of the bike, your body's supposed to be in the parallel with that, and it's not. It's more like a S. I don't see any triangle of light. That's because if you haven't popped your knee out, the foot is too close to the pegs, and that's why you can't twist your ankle either. So when you get your foot to the end of the peg, you're able to twist your ankle, and I would even touch the heel to the bike, so you can really get it really out. The idea is to get your body in parallel with the bike out, and that's the minimal. You can even push your head out further. Now, you don't have to do extreme like Rossi does here, like he's way out. Actually, you'll do disjustice for yourself at the speeds that we're doing. But if we can get into something like this is great. Getting the screwdriver grip, and you can see he has dropped his elbow and his weight follows. He's in parallel with the bike also. Just putting the weight to the side. And this one's looking back. Look at the guy's shoulders, and everything else is fairly balanced here. And you can see a big triangle of light, so forth. So if I would have to draw you again, and this is what I would get you, would be optimal for this turn. I would probably put your elbow out, and etc. versus what you have right here. You can see that the whole head follows and your shoulders follow at the same time, and getting your foot also at the end of the peg. I think those will help out a lot if you can just get your and it starts off with, I would say, probably holding the grips like a screwdriver and dropping that elbow, and then you're having emphasizing again your foot to the ball of your feet to the end of the peg, so you can really twist that out, so you can get your heel touching the bike. But let's see. Let's keep going. Okay, so let's see how you do when there's nobody in front. Okay, so we're here on the long stretch again. You should be coming in, and that's okay. You don't have enough speed, but I saw a lot of times that. And on the straightaways, you almost don't accelerate. You have a constant, steady speed versus to just when you have a straightaway, just giving a lot of gas. I think that's an improvement area. Let's see how you do here. Yeah, you drifted out actually pretty good. You could have drifted out a little bit more, but I think at these points, there's no need. You come to the left like you're supposed to. You got a little bit of the foot out there. Body position looks good. Yeah, you're coming on the inside. I think it's more of just getting comfortable with the speeds. You could have hugged that a little bit closer also inside. But now coming out here, let's see how you do. You get on the 10, you get inside. Now you drift out to the, that was a good one. That was a good one again. And then you start coming in. You hit that apex really nicely. Okay, like right here, you should have just started to get on the gas. And when you, after the apex, and if there's a long straightaway like this is, you can start gradually getting more and more on the gas. When your bike is fully upright, you should be fully on the gas and in the right gear and just letting it rip out. Like here, you should drift out a little bit more. That's actually good drifting out. But right here, you should be getting out hard on the gas. And we're not. We are almost coasting at very low speeds, and you could have been all the way to the gas until maybe around the 2 or 1. And back here, you're taking it very carefully, very careful. Throttle control is fairly decent. I can see actually the triangle of light. You're really trying right now. That was actually a pretty good one, but the head was still in the middle. Right here, that's a long straightaway. You could have really opened your gas. I think we're pretty much doing the same speed along the straights here. You could have set up more closer to the 1 over here. Now you're hitting 3. Keep that as a straight line through 4. You should have almost hit that 5, and then you could have just drifted out to that 1 red circle. Come in a little bit closer, maybe 3 feet off the apex. That's still good. Your body position is a little bit better now than it was on the take. I think that was a little bit extreme here. And then I go in the pass and just try to pull you a little bit, and so show you a little bit of the better lines. I'm no expert at these. I think when I looked at some of the other guys, my lines got better and better. But I am trying to tag you along here, show you the better lines. Like right here, you're supposed to. I was maybe off about 4 feet from that apex. But in general, Coot, I think it's just open up probably your biggest thing is your body position. Get that right. You don't really need it at this point, but it's good to get it in check at these early phases before you get before you're learning bad habits, and it's hard to break out of those bad habits down the road. So it's good to actually catch them right here. You don't need the body position, not yet, but when you do, it's hard to break out of those habits. And again, why we need a good body position is because you don't want the bike to lean. You really want you want to put the weight over so the bike stands up. So that's your main purpose, is to have your weight over. You're hanging off to the side, so the bike can stand up, so you have more grip on your tires. But anyways, yeah, cool. I think it's you're progressing really good. The little paces at a time. You're not afraid anymore of somebody passing you. I remember the first track day, you came off the track because you did not like anybody passing you too close. Like on this one right here, I give you you can go almost straight, just a little bit of turns, and then you come out, you drift out, and then you come in and you take that apex really close, and so you don't drift out too much. And here's the checker flag. Then we're coming in. But good job, Koo. Yeah, we'll see you at the next track day. Bye.